Hey Anna, thank you for joining us for this little interview for International Game Day. I was wondering, do you think can games be an effective tool for collaboration and teamwork?
Yeah, of course, I think so because there are many games where you have to co-work on something. Also, we in our school made a game about an escape room, but it's outside in a big garden. And there also the players which play this game have to co-work together to solve all the things and come to an end.
How can you use games to improve your professional skills or learn new ones?
Well, I'm a game designer developer, so I think building the game, and I've said that for years, like building the game for me is much more fun than playing the game. And through game development, you actually learn some stuff that you wouldn't think about learning, like psychology, philosophy, or then the more gamey stuff like 3D modeling or coding. But that's the best way I think to learn anything is through games. And if you can gamify your learning to apply that to game development, then the circle is closed. I was wondering, what role do you think gaming can play in personal and professional development?
I think it can play a big role because it helps not only like personally people, for example, in the pandemic it helped to like connect younger people, and it was like for many kids it was maybe the only type of connection they had maybe with the outer world. And then it also helps learning. In my school, for example, there is a game like Minecraft. They use it to study the elements of the periodic table.
Do you find that everyone participates as well, or some people kind of stay at the back and let the other teammates kind of figure it out?
Maybe in the beginning some people are going to stay in the back and watch what the other people are doing, but also if you watch the people playing you can understand the things. So maybe if the people are solving some problems in the game, you can look at them and then, oh okay, this is the solution, and then you are co-working with them again.
And it also like helps with social skills. For example, in the game The Sims, kids can maybe if they don't come out of them like so much, they may be introverts and like don't know how to small talk. They can find ways or things they can talk about with other people, and maybe like if they see something they like, they can think, oh, I could do that like in real life as well. I could try that out.
It's kind of funny because usually people say that games makes kid a bit social and stuff, but you're saying kind of the opposite.
Yeah, I think it helps being social because there's not only like, because there's also games like with role playing and games where you play with other players that are like playing at the same time, like playing online, or also like where you can talk to the players while playing it. And I think that it's more like a help for kids and not like something they maybe should not do. I don't think it's because a lot of the times adults like make it really negative and say kids just like only play games and that's something that's not good, but I think it's something that's good and helps a child to develop and grow.
What on this like programming games, what helped you like improve, or what new skills did you learn while doing like programming games and creating games?
Well,
Maybe also socially.
Yeah, before like teamwork is definitely part of the enigma, because you can't do everything yourself, and even if you can, like if you do coding, 3D modeling, even art now, especially with generative AI and all that, you can create some cool stuff really easily. But having a team with which you can just bounce off ideas, like that's when the magic happens. So even if you can code, 3D model, even do the storytelling and all that, when you actually work with other people, that's when there's more coming up, that like the perspective of everyone kind of make that project even more stimulating. Like when I teach kids and they are coming up with some crazy ideas that I would never think about, I'm like, yes, that's where the gold is. So definitely the teamwork is what make things magical. Have you ever went through an escape game yourself?
Yeah, I went through one. It was about a nun who escaped from her house with some money, and we had to find her and the money.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and we also had to work together because alone you would never solve something like this.
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you so much for answering that question.